seminar.
Thank you, sir.
Dear friends, you are that Vrushali is our she passed out in 2011, I think,
Ah,
and
yes,
now at good position, senior manager in Descent Systems. One of the hello,
yes, sir.
hello,
Yes,
Ah,
sir.
sir.
You are
am I
audible.
audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, so Vrushali, I am very much accepting our invitation and giving your valuable time for this. I know that you will remain busy in your work daily. So, in spite of your schedule, you have given time to us, and therefore I am thankful to you for giving this. So, I uh, request you to start your seminar now.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Um, just to confirm, am I audible? सगळ्यांना माझा आवाज येतोय clearly?
Yes, ma'am. You are audible.
Okay. स्टुडंट्सला येतोय? की काही डिस्टर्बन्स वाटतोय? कोणी कन्फर्म करेल एकदा
नहीं
ऑन द
मैम काही डिस्पर्सेस काही नाही आहे.
Okay, okay. Let's get started. Good afternoon, everyone.
Yes, yes, your PPT is visible.
Okay, thank you, sir. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. My
Good
name is
afternoon.
Vrushali Vaidya, or now Vrushali Pande. First of all, I would like to say thank you to our college, to all the esteemed professors, lecturers, my teachers, my gurus, to give me this opportunity to share something with all of you and with all our friends. And this is a little bit which I have prepared. I try to prepare it in a very simple way so that everyone could understand. So even if you find very simple language or simple thing, uh, this is important one to understand the things in a simple language. Then only we can go to the complexity. Okay. Uh, so before starting, the topic of today's presentation is impact of CAD in industries. So when we say industries, it comes to every industry. It's not only mechanical industry. Okay. Company or industries are of various types: automobile, mechanical, electrical, then software, then medical, uh, then any company or anything where something is getting built up. It can be a machine, it can be a software, it can be anything. It can be your home furniture, it can be TV, it can be building. Okay. So imagine if I'm taking all these names, how the CAD is widely spread in all these industries. Okay. Before starting, I would like to ask students if they can talk. What are your expectations from this seminar? Like when you heard the topic, when your teacher told you the topic of the seminar, there must be something which came to your mind कि अच्छा चलो ये सेमिनार में ना ये हो सकता है. There might be something which I am looking for. So is there any point or anything that you are looking or expecting from this discussion or presentation? Anyone can say. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. You are audible.
Okay.
Uh, Anybody can ask any questions. Okay, whatever questions you have, please ask that questions to the ma'am.
Okay, we'll do one thing. We'll get started. And in between, if anyone has any question or you do not understand any point, you have to stop me by unmute yourself, talk, and stop me. And then we'll discuss again. Okay, because otherwise, sitting from here and talking for some time will be boring. Everyone had a good lunch. So the लोग लोक झोपू पडू शकतात. So let's not do that way. Okay. Let me get started. Before starting, my name is Vrushali Vaidya. I passed out from RCRT Mechanical Department in the year of 2005, And after that, I came to Pune. Um, I mean, I came to Pune because I was not knowing what to do, honestly. And whatever others were doing, seniors were doing, or my friends were doing, I joined that flow because we were not having a resource or a knowledge or anyone from our family or surrounding what exactly we can do after getting this much amount of scores or percentage in my degree. Okay, so we come from a area, Chandrapur or surrounding area, where we don't have a complete resources available. Resources in the sense the knowledge or institution which will guide us, like what career we can choose after the degree. So that is one thing. I came to Pune. I joined one class for some time, which where I got bored, and then I got selected in one of the small company, and then I started my career over there. So I'm working from 2005 till today. I am working in Dassault system from last 15 years, and working as a R&D research and development manager in senior manager in Dassault system. So Dassault system is an organization. सोप्या लँग्वेजमध्ये तुम्ही कटिया वापरताय किंवा तुम्हाला कोणतं तरी एक कॅड सॉफ्टवेअर माहिती आहे, लेट्स से कटिया, कारण मी डसॉल्टची आहे तर मी कटियाचं नाव घेईन. कटिया सॉफ्टवेअर तुम्हाला माहिती आहे, बरोबर? सो डसॉल्ट सिस्टम इज अ कंपनी हू क्रिएट्स द कटिया सॉफ्टवेअर. Okay. Along with CATIA, they have many other 3D CAD software, PLM, and etc. softwares, which we will discuss further. And I am working currently with the software called as SolidWorks. Okay. And so you must be asking, like, being a mechanical engineer, why you are working in a software? That again I will answer in my further presentation. Okay, enough about my present introduction. Let's get started. सर मला एकदा कन्फर्म कराल की जर पीपीटी पुढे मूव्ह झाली आहे की नाही?
झाली आहे मॅम.
Okay, thank you. So today's agenda is we will be discussing what is CAD, why we need the CAD, where it is used, and who are the people those are using the CAD. Now, believe me, this is a very small topic about the first point. Okay, so we may not give much more time on the first point of the agenda because we already aware. And if not, then you have to let me know in between and we'll discuss more. Then we'll go through the latest trends in the CAD. Latest trend means what? Whatever CAD available in the market, whichever software available in the market, what latest technology or latest things the CAD industries or the company which are making the CAD are introducing in the software and why. Now, the question is, since the industries are having a very large scope of their work, is only CAD enough for them? For example, if there is a manufacturing company who manufactures the some automobile part, okay. So if I create a model in a CAD software, 3D model, is it enough? Will that part get automatically manufactured or if there is any process, iterations, revisions, काय असतं पुढे? ते पण आपण डिस्कस करणार. Then what is the future of CAD? When I say CAD, I'm not saying only about the CAD. Okay, I'm saying everything which is revolving around the CAD. So when you get pass out and when you come to or when you try to join the company which is having a CAD or other supporting softwares, what the future is there? Because from many years the CAD is already in the industry. Let's say from 30 years or something. So since 30 years, every industry has evolved, progressed, advanced. तर मग CAD मध्ये असं काय ॲडव्हान्समेंट झालंय की ज्याच्यामुळे कंपन्या CAD विकत घेतात? और आपण मेकॅनिकल इंजिनियर्स कॅडवर काम करतो. Okay, now the last 2 points, the future of CAD that I discussed and how we should be ready. These are very important topics, and those are the topics where we will be focusing more. Okay, how we should be ready means whenever you get pass out and you want to come and you want to work in the field of this CAD, CAM, PLM, what preparation the person should be making. Okay. Uh, okay, let's go to the next slide. And if anyone has any query, please let me know. Okay. Before moving to the next slide, I would like to add any of the student. Do you know what is mean by CAD? Whatever तुम्हाला जे काही डेफिनेशन माहिती असेल, जे काही माहिती असेल ते सांगा. मला पुस्तकी डेफिनेशन नको आहे. तुम्ही किती यूज केलाय किंवा तुम्हाला त्याबद्दल काय माहिती आहे, हे मला माहिती करून घ्यायचं आहे. ओके. त्या कॉम्प्युटरच्या बुक्समध्ये लिहिलेली डेफिनेशन नका सांगू. फुल फॉर्म सगळ्यांना माहिती आहे. तर व्हॉट डू यू अंडरस्टँड व्हेन यू से कॅड? तुमच्या डोक्यामध्ये काय येतं किंवा तुमच्या डोळ्यासमोर काय पिक्चर येतं कॅड म्हटल्यावर? एनीवन?
I urge every students, let's make this webinar more interactive. Okay. So whenever ma'am asks questions, please unmute your mic and try to answer the questions. If you know that answer, please try to know that tell the answer.
Okay, I think either everyone is already sleepy before starting, or maybe they are confused. Anyway, so guys, let's make this interaction. Okay, मी टीचर नाही आहे की जी जात पुढे शिकवत राहील आणि तुम्ही ऐकत राहाल. आपले प्रोफेसर्स पण नाही करत. मला माहिती आहे देशमुख सर बिलकुल असं शिकवत नाही. ते खूप प्रश्न विचारत होते आम्हाला. त्यामुळे आय एम शुअर की तुम्हाला पण तसाच अनुभव आहे. सो लेट्स मेक दिस इंटरॅक्टिव्ह. इथे कोणीही कोणाला मार्क देत नाहीये. घाबरू नका. तुम्हाला कोणीही जज करणार नाहीये. मी याच्यासाठी विचारते की मला माहिती करून घ्यायचं आहे की मला कुठपर्यंत सांगायचं म्हणून. Okay, let's move on. So the first point is I will tell you a story, a very interesting story to start with. Everyone knows the Taj Hotel of Mumbai. Anyone knows? Yes, no. Okay. Okay, so the interesting story is uh, when we started, or the authority or the person started building the Taj Hotel, there was a person who is not Indian, some foreigner person. He actually made the design of the Taj Hotel. Okay, and it started building up in 1900 something. So at that time there was no CAD, there was no computer or anything. So they actually made the drawings and everything by hand. Okay, architectural drawing. So that person, he imagined a hotel um, print or hotel architecture. He created the blueprints, he created the designs, and then the designs and every document was transferred by any mode of transportation to India in Mumbai. In Mumbai, the civil engineers, the architect, the mechanical engineer, everyone started by looking into the drawing which were sent or the hard copy of a document, and they started building the Taj. So Taj is completed. The person who is sitting in a foreign land, he said, "Okay, let me go to the India and let me see how my building is created, or the Taj Hotel is created." He came to India and he got shocked. Why? In his design, the entry of Taj Hotel was sea facing as per his design. Okay, and if not now, but when it was built, the entry was not sea facing, but the back of the hotel. was at towards the sea, Samudrakade. So he got shocked. Now, why this happened? Simple. Communication loss or not reading the document properly or understanding the design. There was no CAD, there was no computer to communicate, to talk, to share the design, to make the changes, to work collaboratively. Okay? So, this is one interesting story which I came across, and this story is available on YouTube as well. Now, let's go to in the world of the CAD. Before that, I will tell about something very simple about the product life cycle. प्रॉडक्ट लाईफ सायकल म्हणजे काय की कोणताही एक प्रॉडक्ट जेव्हा आपण बनवायला घेतो फॉर एक्झाम्पल एखादी खुर्ची घेऊया सिम्पल अ चेअर सो हाऊ इट स्टार्ट आयडिएशन म्हणजे चेअर टू स्टार्ट टू मेक द चेअर समवन think about it, let's make a chair, that is ideation. Then there comes conceptualization, means the concept of how the chair will be. It will be wooden, it will be plastic, how my resting arms, will there be any headrest, cushion, color, everything. That is conceptualization. Once the concept is clear, here comes the part of designing. And this is the portion, the yellow circle, the designing is the portion where we are talking or taking CAD. Believe me, CAD is a very small part in the design process. It is one of the supportive tool in the process of design. Okay. Then there is a development and delivery. So let's focus on this part, the yellow circle. To help the design, the designer creates the calculation, how the chair will be and everything. They discuss, they specify the document, and then they ask to create a 3D model because the 3D model can help them to imagine the things more clearly. When it comes to the design, there are various stages in terms of design which are involved. One of them is CAD. CAD means computer aided design. That means creating your 3D model. Simple. Okay. Then CAM, computer aided manufacturing, means computer will tell how the part will get manufactured, the step by step process of manufacturing. CAE, FEA, these are some analytical part where it will calculate the stress, strain, load, material strength, if there is any change to be made, material to be changed. It will tell, and again the CAD person will make the changes, and it will again come to the CAE or FEA person. CNC, CNC everyone knows, and then PLM, Product Lifecycle Management. So imagine a company who is making lots and lots of chairs. How they are going to manage the document in the sense the Word document, the 3D CAD models, the drawings, the discussions, the meeting notes, everything they manage through the product called as the product lifecycle management. Okay, this is very important field of PLM, PDM, PLM, product lifecycle management. Every industry, even if that person is not the CAD person or mechanical engineer, but if they know or if even if they don't have any experience in the CAD, but if they have the knowledge of PDM or PLM, industry looks that for this kind of people. Okay. Now in CAD there are two categories. One is 2D CAD and one is 3D CAD. 2D CAD are very simple, AutoCAD. Okay, where everything is in the 2D, X and Y plane. And 3D CAD is something we already know. There are three X, Y, and Z plane. So these are available products in the market. I will not focus on this because we have to move to more important topics. But in between, if anyone has any query, let me know. Okay. Ha. So let's get started. What is CAD? जसं आपण डेफिनेशन मध्ये वाचलं कम्प्युटर ॲडेड डिझायनिंग और कॅम computer aided manufacturing. The next question is why we need the CAD. आता तुम्ही स्टुडंट्स आहात 4 वर्ष और फायनल इयर पर्यंतचे. Every alternate day you carry that drawing sheets, नंतर ते काय board and everything. Then you go to the lab, you create the front view, top view, side view, auxiliary view, section view, everything. ओके. आणि मला माहितीये की ते क्रिएट करताना काय हालत होते आपली. So if we are learning all the things in the engineering manually, okay, I'm saying it manually. If we are learning all the concepts and we are creating lot of drawing sheets in the engineering, our studies, then why we need the CAD? And if CAD is already there, then why we need to learn these things on a drawing sheet? Both side questions. So CAD is the thing where all your engineering basic or engineering drawing concepts are required. Why these are required? Because CAD is a man-made tool. Okay, it is not something which is naturally available. It is something that human or us has created. When human creates anything, he applies his knowledge, his experience to create that thing, right? So when CAD concept is created, the person who is having the knowledge of engineering, drawing, engineering, manufacturing, processes, GD&T, 3D, 2D, everything, all these kind of people came together and they created a CAD. Okay, to make the CAD more efficient, more versatile, and to adapt new and new things, we need the engineering concepts to be very, very clear. What is mean by first angle method, third angle method, GD&T, dimensioning method, draw the isometric view of anything, draw the front and top view of any object. That needs to be very, very clear. Why? Then only we can tell if the CAD is giving me proper result or not. It is me as an engineer who will judge if CAD is showing me the correct view or not. CAD is not going to tell you if that is the correct view or not. It is you who are going to give the command to the CAD software. Okay. So how does the CAD help? Obviously, it assists the designer to make the process fast. You don't have to do it manually. Computer will do it for you. Then it helps in creation, development of your product, creation of the 3D model. If there are any changes or modifications are there, for example, if instead of 2 mm hole, I want 3 mm. So that modification is very easy because the modification made at one place will get reflected on your drawings and assemblies and everything. Analysis means, as I said, uh, stress strength calculation, material strength calculation, etc., etc. And optimization. Optimization means serial. I mean, whatever design I have made for a chair, is it enough? If a person sits on the chair, will chair sustain? Or am I adding extra material? Can I remove some material? Can I modify some design so that the material cost will be less? This kind of thing are called as the optimization. Okay. Any question on this or move to the next slide? Okay.
Okay, student, you can post your questions on text message. There is the text message option. Okay, if you are hesitating to ask the question directly, you can text message the questions. I will read for you.
Okay. One query we have. Mm, okay, I cannot see this query, but sir, if you can read in between and if there are any questions, तुम्ही मला सांगा. I will try to answer.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. And sir, you can stop me at any point of time if there is any query.
Okay.
Okay. So the next question is why we need CAD CAM. Now, you guys must be thinking like why we are going all these basic things. What is CAD? Why we need CAD CAM? The need of showing this presentation or these slides is to imply the importance of these things. Okay, and the importance. If you understand the importance, then you will try to learn these new things. The my goal or my agenda is to make aware that how important the CAD, CAM, PLM, and every other things are in the industry, and how you can learn those things. Okay. After the presentation, I will try to give some glimpse of the 3D CAD software that SolidWorks, and will try to show some models as well, which I have created during my work. I mean, recently. Okay. So let's move to the topic. Why we need CAD CAM? First thing, it is the only thing forward. No engineer in the industry or no draftsman in the industry do the designs manually. They will never open the drawing sheet and draw the views and do the things. Okay, because it presents the accurate design presentation. So the person who do not understand a CAD, or if there is a marketing person or a salesperson who don't care about the software but they want to see the product. Okay. So for that, the industry opts for a CAD where they can show the sales guys that how the product will look like, or a management person. For them, the software doesn't matter. They want to see the end product. So for them, the industry shows the end product in terms of by creating actually it into as a 3D model. There are various supportive softwares as well on presenting this CAD product in front of in presentations and everything. So we'll go through that. Secondly, it is very time saving. Then we have a revision control. What is mean by revision control? The revision control means, let's say if one person wants three part of an assembly and second person wants only one part of an assembly to be created. But I have only one assembly. I'm not going to create a separate assemblies for these parts. So I can actually control the things into the software. I can divide the data and I can share the data to different persons. Data maintenance. Data maintenance means all the files created into, into CAD, how to maintain them, where to save them, how to share them, how to show them to the outside person. And the iterations. Iterations means repetition of your work with changes, or with small changes or big changes. So all these things are made very easy if we use the CAD, CAM, PLM, PAE, all these supportive tools. Okay. Now, where and who uses the CAD? So, industries, as I said, the scope of CAD is widely spread in all across the industries. It can be architecture, electronics, automotive, medical, visual art. Not only that, even we have seen people who use the CAD to create their 3D model of a home renovation. Then medical is a very good field which is coming forward to use the CAD to design the medical equipment, to design the human uh, anatomy, not design, to create the human anatomy, to check how the heart valve will fit into the heart or not. You know, users, obviously engineers, then architects, product designers, and the cartographer. So cartographer, I will leave it to student to search because no one is asking the question. Let me ask them the question now. So I will leave it to you to search what is meant by cartographer, and it is very interesting field. Okay, let's move it to next. Okay, I try to create a quiz. I don't know if since we are online, if anyone will be able to do. But I'm giving an example. Whenever you go for an interview in very small scale or medium scale industry where they use the CAD, and even if they do not use the CAD, let's forget about the CAD. Since you are a mechanical engineer, they may ask this question, a very simple question. The isometric view is given for a model or a part, and they ask you to create the front and top view. Now, the expectations is not that you will be creating a front and top view with the accurate dimensions, because you are going to draw it by hand. It is not in the CAD, it is the interview question. So, the expectation is to understand that how much you know about the engineering drawing. Basic concept, create a front and top view. So, you can keep that in mind. Okay. Then create an isometric view. Yeah, I'm trying to give some questions. I was hoping that the students will be able to talk, but since we are online, so I will skip and readily move to the next slides. Create isometric view. So these kind of questions generally get asked when you go for the in the sorry interview, and these are very simple questions, by the way. Now the question can be draw examples for below baseline and chain dimensions. So these are the terms which we have learned or maybe already learning in our engineering. What is mean by baseline dimension? What is mean by chain dimensions? Okay, this is the baseline dimension where we take one point as a reference, and every other placement of your hole or these slots you can see, all these placements get dimensioned with reference to one point only. For example, here you can see the one point is this start point. And chain dimension means the placement of one feature or one thing is referenced or dimensioned with reference to the previous one. Type of fits. So type of fit means the hole and shaft fit. And these are the topics, type of fit and everything we already learning in machine design. So types of fit are clearance fit, interference fit, transition fit, and these are the different. From the picture, you can see the difference. What is the difference between clearance, interference, and transition fit? See why I am showing these questions or these kind of quiz to make you understand that whenever you go outside, either in the company interview or your Viva or I don't know, maybe exam. I don't know about the current Viva or exam, but for interview, we know that we ask the freshly graduate people or the students this kind of questions. We do not ask them very complicated questions because we know those are freshers. They are fresh with their engineering knowledge. So all the questions get revolved around your engineering course only. And the most important thing is your projects. The projects that you have completed in your 4 years of course. Mostly the final year project. Okay, now we will talk more on this latest CAD and technology that we are already using. Okay, these are not something which is coming in future. It is present. Okay, it is already present in the CAD. So if uh, you guys are not aware or don't know about it, it is the time to explore this. I'm just going very briefly on this. So, if you want, you can take the snapshot of this PPT and search it online. What is mean by that? What is mean by this? So, first is cloud technology. What is mean by cloud technology? Every one of us know Amazon, then Flipkart, then YouTube, then Netflix, and any other online source for anything. Okay, so where all this data is getting stored? For example, if I create some video of my work or my project and I want to upload it into the YouTube channel or YouTube video as a YouTube video, where this video is getting stored. So all this data and everything, it is getting stored onto the cloud. Now, what is mean by cloud? Cloud is something the data or the space, okay, the machine space available on somewhere into the server. These servers are located on various locations, and there are companies who actually sell this file file space or the 3D space we call it, the 3D space to the people. Am I audible? I couldn't hear any sound.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay, okay. So this is the technology which companies or SCAD is been using. So in previous years, whenever we want to install any CAD software, we need a very good hardware. म्हणजे अगदी ते CAD सॉफ्टवेअर इन्स्टॉल करायला मला 15 GB जागा लागेल, तर माझी मशीन कमीत कमी 36 GB रॅम पाहिजे, मग हार्ड डिस्क एवढी पाहिजे, नंतर मग प्रोसेसर हे हवं, ग्राफिक्स कार्ड हे हवं, वगैरे वगैरे वगैरे. But again, it is adding the cost to the college, adding cost to the company to buy these kind of huge machines. Now that with the cloud technology, you do not need a bigger machines, the machine with large space or RAM. Okay, you can actually see the 3D software on your computer or on your screen, but it get installed or the data gets shared somewhere in the cloud or some other server, and that server authority आणि access वगैरे फक्त तुम्हाला दिला जातो. So this is called as the cloud. I will not go in very deep. Then collaboration with other apps. For example, if I create a model with Katia, okay, 3D model, and I want to share that model to a person who is not using Katia but using some other software. मे बी प्रो यूज करत आहे किंवा त्याच्याकडे कॅड सॉफ्टवेअरच नाही आहे, त्याच्याकडे फक्त कोणतं तरी एक व्ह्यू करण्यासाठी सॉफ्टवेअर आहे. आता तो माझं कटिया मॉडेल क्रिएट केल्यासाठी स्वतः तर कटिया विकत घेणार नाही, कारण की त्याला तेवढं परवडत नाही. सो this is something called as the collaboration where we can save the file in various formats, okay, not only as a Katia file but as a SolidWorks file, as a ProE file or something like that, as a IGS or step file, dummy file म्हणतो आपण त्याला, and I can share that to the other person. So he can see my design. He may not be able to change it, but at least he can see. Now collaboration is also in terms of if I create a 3D model and I want to run the analysis over it. So I can share my 3D model file to the CAE software or FEA software. Okay. So this is called as the collaboration with other apps. Now, since everything is on the cloud, all other apps are getting also onto the cloud. Device expansions. Device expansions means what? My CAD software is not only available onto the computer. I can install it onto the computer, or I can see it onto the laptop. I can see it onto the tab. I can see it into the mobile as well. And not only the Android based, iOS based as well, the support is there. And guys, I'm not talking only about the Katia or Dassault system. It is general trend for every CAD. Okay. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट इज 3D प्रिंटिंग. सो 3D प्रिंटिंग म्हणजे काय की मी केलेलं CAD सॉफ्टवेअर ऍक्च्युअल मध्ये तयार झालं तर कसं दिसेल, नॉट CAD सॉफ्टवेअर, CAD मॉडेल. मी तयार केलेली 3D CAD मधली चेअर ऍक्च्युअल मध्ये जर तयार केली किंवा मॅन्युफॅक्चर केली तर कशी दिसेल. नाउ अंडरस्टँड, इफ यू क्रिएट अ डिझाईन ऑफ अ चेअर अँड यू वॉन्ट टू मेक इट ॲज अ फिजिकल पार्ट. फिजिकल पार्ट म्हणजे काय की तुमच्या डोळ्यासमोर ती चेअर दिसली पाहिजे. सो इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल टू क्रिएट अ मॅन्युफॅक्चरिंग लाईन फॉर अ चेअर. unless and until it is foolproof and everything is approved. So we can go with the 3D printing. 3D printing means what? You give the input to the 3D printer as the CAD file, and they have the material which is specially available for the 3D printer, and it will give you the, it will actually create a physical 3D model, sorry, 3D chair for you. You don't have to create a manufacturing line, you don't have to create the SPM, you don't have to go with the machines and everything. Okay. Next part is continuous upgradations. Continuous upgradations means the same. The new features, the new things which are coming in the CAD, those are continuously getting upgraded. The new releases, new features, new commands, security. Since everything is getting saved onto the cloud, so security is very, very important. कारण तुमचा डेटा, तुमच्या कंपनीचा डेटा और तुमचा प्रोजेक्टचा डेटा हा कोणी दुसऱ्याने घेऊ नये, तुमचं डिझाईन कोणी कॉपी करू नये. So there are some security norms and walls are there. Data collaboration. Data collaboration means you are sharing, how you are sharing, going to share your 3D model or drawings with other people. Automation and customization. So automation and customization are also a very big part of the CAD. Rather, it is like 70% part of the CAD now. So creating a 3D model repetitively for any industry, it's not worth in terms of the time or investment of money. So what they do the automation of these kind of parts. So you create a program onto into your CAD software where you say की हे जे एक्सट्रूड आहे और कट पॉकेट आहे 10x10चं, हे मला प्रत्येक पार्टवर हवं आहे. मी केलेल्या प्रत्येक एक्सट्रूडवर मला या या पोझिशनला हवं आहे. So doing this repetitive kind of work manually, it takes time and it is not intelligent work. So we ask the software to do it for us. So we simply create one simple, very simple program and, and we run that in the background. So all your files or 3D parts, whichever you have selected, those get the cut or pocket cut with 10x10 automatically. This is called as the automation. Then the customization. Customization means there are some commands, there are some features, there are some repetitive dimensions, there are some templates which you need repetitively whenever you create a new design. For example, ISO standard, then my material will be carbon steel. I'm just taking example. So these are the standard things which I am going to use for every CAD product or CAD model I have created. So I can set all these settings into my CAD software by default. So that is called as the customization. So whatever example I'm giving you here for every point, those are one of the example. Okay, those are not the only examples. Those are very simple and easy to understand examples. Okay, let's go to the next. What's new? Anyone has heard about AI, artificial intelligence? और कोणी पण तुमच्या स्वतःच्या प्रोजेक्टसाठी चॅट जीपीटी कोणी वापरलाय? कमॉन, तुमचे सर, तुमचे टीचर तुम्हाला नाही ओरडणार इथे. जर तुम्ही चॅट जीपीटी नाही वापरलाय तर मग चुकलाय. Okay. So AI is artificial intelligence, which is the very, very trendy and newest technology which is available. And AI, or for example, the example can be Chat GPT. So this is not only limited to your, phone or getting information on anything. That is not only limited to that part. artificial intelligence is getting integrated with CAD softwares. Why we need that? Because there are some designs which needs to be created very accurately and repetitively. So beyond the customization, which we discussed in the last slide, beyond customization and automation, so in automation or customization, what we do, we as a human being, we create a program and we tell it to the software, okay, go and create it. Okay. But in artificial intelligence, we do not need to create a program as well. We just tell them, okay, I need a flange, sheet metal flange of 10 by 10 with thickness of 2 mm. Okay. So they, what ChatGPT or AI does, they will search all online sources where this kind of 3D model is already created and uploaded onto the permitted cloud, and they will download all this data and they will show me, okay, I have searched and I have found 50 flanges which is matching to your criteria. Do you want to use any of it? How does it help? It will help me to get various kind of flanges, and it will help me not to create these flanges manually. Okay. So integration of AI and CAD is happening, or soon. I wouldn't say it is already there fully, but it is happening. So it will automate the various design process intelligently. It will understand the manufacturing process, it will understand the modeling process, and it will create your model in such a way that it is easy to manufacture as well, or do the analysis as well. Not only design, but it will also help to create the complex 3D models, which normally would take more days if we give it to a person to create it. But with AI, it may take less time. I'm saying it may take. Why? Because it is not fully implemented or available, but industries or companies are thinking in that direction. Now, if AI gets implemented, what's the role of a person here? Okay. As I said, artificial intelligence, it's not a human intelligence. Artificial intelligence means, again, it is a tool which is developed by a person. And if a person needs to develop that tool, the person also needs to get the knowledge of the tool, or they should have the concept in their mind how they want to use the artificial intelligence. Google will show you the results. Okay, whatever you ask, Google will show you the results. But who made the Google to show the result? What is the search criteria? How I can see the traffic? I can track the GPS. Every intelligence which is available with the Google is fed by the engineers who are working into the Google office. Right? Example. So that is what we are talking here. Machine learning. So machine learning is one of the major topic in our engineering, and as well as it is very important into the industries. See, I'm not talking about the CAD now. It is general any industry. So integration of the artificial intelligence and machine learning into the CAD, it is in the process. It is the thing now, or it is the future. Okay. Example I can show in CATIA. Whenever you have any part and there you have to apply the fillet or chamfer, and you select that edge to apply the fillet of or chamfer, what it does, it will show you the selection bar. Selection bar means it will show that what type of fillet you want, only this edge is needed, or you can continuously apply for the all sides of your extrude. It will be a smooth transition. So this is something called as the machine learning. Simple example. Okay. Virtual twinning. Students, please attention to these slides, because these are the thing whenever you are out into the market, these things are going to come. So virtual twinning is means the replica of your physical product. Now we talk about the CAD model. Then we talk about something called as the 3D printing. So CAD model gives me the 3D model. Okay. 3D printing helps me to actually print my 3D product or 3D model in 3D only. But virtual twinning is something where you do not need a 3D printing, or where you do not need to actually manufacture a prototype. So whenever you create a product, a 3D product, okay, it may not be necessary to have the on-screen 3D model or a computer स्क्रीनवरच तुम्हाला आता बघावं लागेल असं पण नाही. As we see in the picture, that is something called as the VR, AR, and this is the thing which is trendy or latestly getting developed into the market, where a person is actually designing his product, as you can see, somewhere virtually, and he is also storing that data. Then this is also used for simulation and monitoring. So not only he creates your physical product virtually, but he can run the simulation, जे आपण analysis म्हणतो ना, analysis, नंतर simulation, stress strength calculation, material application, etc., etc. And then we do the testing and optimization. Testing म्हणजे, for example, if I create this kind of gearbox, I can actually run that gearbox to see the results. Speed and RPM and rotations and everything I can apply. I can actually see that gearbox rotating around, even if it is not manufactured, but it is in the air or virtual. And if there is a need of making any changes, then I can make the optimization. Optimization means adjusting your parts. Okay. Design collaboration is it is not the latest, but there are various improvements or very latest technologies are coming into the design collaboration. So multi-user environment. So for example, if student A is creating one 3D model, at the same time, student B can also open that file and make the changes. It will not give any error. What it will do, it will create a revision of a product or a model, and it will just show the message, okay, we are creating a revision. It will not stop you from working. You can actually create your 3D model at the same time, both the students. Then interaction with other apps, as I said earlier, but there are various things or various new technologies which is coming under this section. Now data accessibility. So data accessibility either in the cloud or PLM, and on-go design changes. What is mean by on-go design changes? If you are already onto the manufacturing floor, and if your holes are misplaced, you know, you can see that holes are misplaced during the manufacturing, or a drilling बसत नाही आहे किंवा फास्टनरला काहीतरी प्रॉब्लेम येतोय. So you can actually make the on-go design changes. Okay. When we share any CAD file online, there are some norms or there are some system which is getting developed in this environment. System in the sense that the things which are company developing, for example, their cloud technology, then their PLM, then access authority, who is going to open the file, who is going to only see the file, who is actually going to make the design changes. All these norms and rules we can set. Now the very important part, Whatever I have told you guys from at least 30 minutes or so, it's okay to share the information. But the question is, how am I getting ready for this kind of technology? Technology, sorry. Whenever I am out in the market to either for a job or to start my own setup, to become, being an entrepreneur, am I ready for this kind of technology? How we can get? Very important for anything is learning and exploring. Self learning. Mark my words, no one, no one is going to come to you by themselves and saying, okay, let me teach you all these things. I mean, not in the college, I'm saying outside. Okay? No one is going to come. Why? Because if you are not showing an interest or attitude to explore these things, no one has a time to teach you all these things by themselves. Very, very important. Now, learning and exploring how we are going to be dependable. So we have, let's not depend on to the available college resource only. I am saying this because the technology is very advanced outside. So learn the CAD software either in the college or outside, whatever resource is available. Do not wait for your teacher or your friends to come to you and say, chalo, let's learn this because it is important. I can say it is important, but it is you who have to understand how important it is and is it beneficial for me or not. Make mistakes. It's okay. If you create a extrude and it is not correct, it's okay. ते स्क्रीन फाटून काय बाहेर नाही येणार आहे, स्क्रीन मध्येच राहणार, ते कम्प्युटर मध्येच आहे तिथे. And it's okay to make all these kind of mistakes. We all make. Even I am making till today, or even in future I will make the mistakes. Okay, but learn, create the models, practice in the CAD, practice in the concept, practice the engineering basics. Learn, understand, read every time. Repetitive reading, repetitive learning is very, very important. We have excellent teachers over there. Excellent teachers. If you do not understand, go to them. And resources. We have in today's era, we have many, many resources available. Physical resource in the college, online resource, YouTube. Uh, Even on YouTube, if you search, you will get n number of videos and information about this technology. Okay, friends, institutions, training institutions, books, everything is there. Very important. Shout until someone listens. Means what? If you want to learn something and it is not available, you keep asking the people, I want to learn this, can you help me? Can you make this available? Keep shouting. Okay, if you keep it to yourself, again, as I said, no one is coming to you and telling you by themselves. You have to tell others that you want to explore XYZ things. Now, what we can learn or explore? Obviously, CAD software, any CAD, your choice. See, learning a CAD software, it can be any CAD. If you learn one CAD software, or if you know one CAD software, you can explore or you can work on any kind of CAD software. The terms, the concepts are almost similar. Sorry, almost similar. And learning a CAD software doesn't take, in today's time, doesn't take more than 2 weeks. Learning, I'm not saying practicing or mastering, learning. If you are interested to go further, you can learn any automation language. What is mean by automation language? The language which is taught in our college, C, C++, C hash, basics. Or you can learn Visual Basics, There are many other soft languages available which are used for the automation. Cbel, not Cbel, sorry. Uh, SQLite, then Cafet. I wouldn't be describing this language here. Java. I'm just taking the names. Important, understanding concepts of engineering. Guys, our study or 4 years of engineering are very, very, very important. This is very basic. And even in today's time, I have all my engineering books. And if I get stuck somewhere, I go through these books. Okay. Your college projects. So whenever you get out as a fresher, in interview, most questions are getting asked with the college projects. Why? Because the person who is taking interview, they want to understand how much understanding you have on your projects or what contribution you guys have made. Your college project can be any CAD or taking the help of CAD to create some part or instrument or any college project may not be in the CAD only. Okay, and industry visits and training. Why I am saying we can explore, because in industry only you can see the actual industry working, how they are working. I am not saying how industry is using the CAD. Do not need to go into that detail like what is the design and how they are using the CAD in the industry. No, the industry visits are related to the manufacturing, the floors, any industry, so that you will understand the process. Okay, I think this was my last PPT for today's seminar, and I stop here. And thank you again for providing the opportunity to share the thing which I could simplify for every one of us. And but before ending, if anyone has any questions, comments, any suggestions as well,